don't know.
It's hard to say. He did. Do you remember what the team was that he led back in the beginning stages of the Twin Cup? I can't remember the name of their team.
It was... Oh my, that's going to kill me.
Somebody from chat must know.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Regardless, he did have a team, and he was actually one of the teams that played against my team back in the day, which was Maiden Stormstrike. He played against us pretty much more than Waka Flocka did. He has a great work ethic, and they've also been practicing quite a bit individually. I've seen a lot of their guys. I actually trolled Miley quite a bit, because I was in my Guardian set, and he's like, yo, listen, bro, I'm FCing. And I was like, I think I got more HP than you, bro. You know what I mean? Whoever's got more HP is going to carry the flag. Meanwhile, I'm in Guardian set. They're not... They've been practicing, but they just don't know the 19s bracket. Anytime you see a Guardian, Jared, come on. You know he's trolling.
It's going to be interesting for sure. Let's look at the comps here and break it down a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, what do we have here? We got Original on FC, so they're running
look at that sub,
too. Waka Flocka. Pretty standard. They're running 2 Hunters with a Rogue. Pretty standard comp.
They've got
Nick,
Nick,
they got
though.
Nick on there on the Hunter, and it looks like they have Skis and on a Monk as well, too. So it looks like they have a few sub-players as well, too. Not to mention, looking at Darkxd's team coming here. On the other hand here, it looks like Darkxd, I believe, is running 2 Boomkins. It looks like Swag Game and Hamform are running 2 Boomkins with the Affliction Lock. So they are going very mid-heavy cleave.
Jeez.
Very mid-heavy cleave, because they're bringing in the Affliction Lock, too. I like that.
And
I like if
Shaman.
they commit to that.
So they're going for the double Shaman. It looks like it's a 3 heal with the double Boomkin. Usually you'll see a 4 heal with the double Boomkin, but they are running the 2 Hunters with that as well. So it's a lot of mid-pressure. Just in terms of their damage is going to be insane. I think both of these Hunters are survival. I don't see a marksmanship Hunter, but, you know, the UI is not perfect. It's not letting me know. So look to see an explosive opening here from these guys. It's up to Waka Flocka to see if they want to contest here, if they're going to use their Rogue to open, what the plan is.
Absolutely, and it looks like Zillion going in already, going for a deep charge here as Freebands looking to try to get some pressure here on Waka Flocka early in here, very deep. Darkxd, though, taking a lot of damage, getting healed up top. Hamform, but Star Surge going into him, and he goes down. So already one of their Boomkins down, and Gankerixer opens in mid with the Rogue. So they trade Rogue for Boomkin right now. But Hamform being down, that's a huge kill, and they're going into Rat King, and the Affliction Lock goes down. So Boomkin and Affliction Lock already down. Waka Flocka doing work. Skizin taking a ton of damage right now, has to back off. Warrior just getting a huge Satyr right there. That's going to help Waka Flocka get some pressure out. And it looks like Hamform gets a body res here, so they're missing the body, and he's being able to come back in midfield. But keep in mind, while this is going on, it looks like Original is going to be able to start moving for a pick, I believe. I don't see him quite yet on the map.
One of the things that I thought was so good from the Darkxd main team was that they were able to have that rogue play. And them coming out here like this, they're relying on their double dots to they're relying on staying alive in mid, allowing their double and triple dots to rot down Waka Flocka, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to be punished and capitalize on those first early kills. The burst was there for Waka, but it's a complete wipe, and all 10 are moving up towards that tunnel.
And this is really interesting in my opinion too, because I feel like with the Affliction Lock bringing it there, even though he died with the Boomkin like you said, there's just so much pressure, and that body res from Hamform really snowballed midfield for them here. So this is kind of our prediction. Waka Flocka is having a lot of trouble in midfield early. Original has the flag. They have 2 Hunters on D. Hamform's going for this pick right now. He's having trouble in the flag room. A Star Surge coming out from him. They're trying to kill Nick,
This
but
might go bad.
opens. And he's already down.
Yeah, Hamflord has to displace out, and L Cancelled is in there just trying to do what he can. He's not going to be able to pick up the Waka Flocka has the flag crossing, and Darkxd main team still at that GY is now pushed towards tunnel, and they're all going to be forced up that tunnel now.
Absolutely, and this is one of the negative benefits for running double Boomkin is it makes it so difficult for the enemy, for your team to go and actually get this pick. And with 2 Hunters on the Rogue on defense, Original is really getting a free cross right now. He's just running up in front of the Alliance tunnel. Waka Flocka has positioning outside a tunnel, and Darkxd main team's really kind of pinned in a weird spot here early on because of that Boomkin kill
Yep.
early in the tunnel by Mice and Gankerix and them.
That's the
Great
problem.
objective play.
When you send the Boomkin up, he doesn't have heals. You need a healer to be there if you're going to break a defense. You need to be able to get some sort of advantage. You need a healer to kind of bring that 2v3 or 3v3 to your side of the map, bring it in your favor. Original now has the flag. He's sitting in midfield. He's cutting back towards the stump. And crucially, Waka Flocka has the rogue. So they're kind of into playing the stacks game. Right now, L cancelled is the person holding the flag. But as soon as that gets near 5 stacks, it's almost a one-shot if Gankrixer plays it right.
Yeah, and absolute right here, they're just hovering around this back of ramp right now. But it looks like, keep in mind, they have 2 Boomkins and an Affliction Lock, so they're pretty much going to win every single team fight. Look at this. Look at Waka Flocka being rotted down. I mean, their Boomkin so low, the BM Monk dipping, and Bitando's going to go down here at 1%. He's falling down, and their Boomkin falls with the Priest as well.
Yeah, they're rotting so hard. They've got, 2 Shamans not able to keep up with those Dispels. They can't, have one Dispel go here and then Dispel the Silence. There's nothing like that. They don't have time. They're just healing. And
Original going to the back of GY right now. They're looking to do a pass, but Darkxd is really hot on their tail. Going for the pass right now, and Ryan barely getting it right in front of Hamform's face just half a second early. Barely getting that pass up into the top of GY. What a close call there. Good coordination by Waka Flocka. Darkxd just barely missed that grab, but this is going to put them in a really awkward position because now that push almost means nothing, and they have GY control. But Waka Flocka is going to get a reset here.
Yeah, Hamform Legend is heading up tunnel right now. L Cancelled is holding the flag. The other Boomkin is sitting in mid. They're pulling out of GY right now. They want to regroup and kind of maybe avoid getting sapped out by the Rogue or something like that. They don't like the fact that Waka Flocka has this positioning in GY. They just want to force their 10-man fight against them again and give them, bring it back into the midfield, which is where they're strong.
And they have gotten Waka Flocka to creep down. It looks like they're going to go right up tunnel. They realize how dangerous this double Boomkin Affliction Lock team is.
Great call.
Very dangerous.
However, look, Hamform, he did go up tunnel, but he came out, so he's not roof yet. However, look at Gankrixer. Where is he? He's all the way at the back. He's ready to run roof if it goes into a gauntlet. But at so low stacks, it's only 4 stacks right now. They're feeling confident to push up. They're not worried about the Rogue one-shotting their FC, and they're just going to commit up tunnel. Maybe not. They're kind of having a little bit of decision-making issues here, it looks like. Sitting outside a tunnel, waiting until everyone's there, and now they're going to push up. Coming up on 5 stacks. So if Original is forced to drop, of course, he's going to lose his movement speed bonus. Let's take a look at this gauntlet here. They've got everyone. The Hunter is already trying to hold the gauntlet there. Make sure nothing is going to sneak by. Don't forget 2 Boomkins on
the Affliction Lock dots goes out, it's going to be trouble. So watch this team fight. Let's keep an eye on Gankrixer during this team fight as well, too. The dots are coming out of there, pushing up to the top of ramp right now. Huge damage into Matano right now. Its trinket's blown. He has to go back up the ramp. Illinix is going to take the damage for that. They're trying to put some damage into L Cancel. He's at 1k health, and he actually does go down. The return by Gankrixer in tunnel. Original jumps on the cap. Oh, my goodness. It looks like they came in with the Boomkin, and Gankrixer opening. Good coordinated damage there. And well played by Waka Flocka Seagulls. They put Darkxd right into their trap. They don't want to play mid against this double Boomkin Lock team. Brought them into the gauntlet. Got them in a situation where their Hunter FC is vulnerable in line of sight. Squishy target. They're able to make the dive happen. Great execution there.
Yeah, a crucial mistake, too. Leaving the flag on the Hunter. You could have given it to one of your Moonkins. He could have still dotted from the back, maybe in Moonkin form. It's going to do a lot better than your Hunter. He just can't soak that much damage in that situation. If there's a stealthy, he's going to go down. Hamform Legend has picked the flag, and he's moving across mid. But take a look. You've got Nudge, Mice, and Original on the other side of the map, but he's getting chased right now. Swags X is trying to pressure, but he turns around to go get the Zerker buff, so Original comes out, and it looks like Mice is just going to try and slow them down in mid and allow his FC to get the pick.
And an interesting play going on there, too. At the very beginning there, the Boomkin from Darkxd, who's now cutting off second right now, actually had an opportunity maybe to cut earlier. L canceled, forcing the displacer right into the Boomkin. Maybe a Warstone coming out here. He has Berserking. Mice is nearby. Maybe a bandage coming off. He's hard casting into him, but the cat damage probably would have been enough. Mice getting the repick here, and he's going to make it to his team on ramp. He's got 1k health. The AGM coming out. Another disengage from the other Hunter. But L canceled getting the pick, and the turnaround cap. Goodness gracious. What a quick turnaround for Darkxd. And now they're already trying to pick off Waka Flocka in mid.
This is actually really bad, too, because Waka kind of committed themselves to being in a position where they thought they could win mid as well as get the flag out. They just didn't commit to that ramp. They tried to hold in midfield, and Waka Flocka immediately started getting rotted. And now they're all wiped up in mid, too. And on separate timers. Look at all of the guys coming back from the Waka Flocka side now. Ryan XD and Mice trying to get over there. Nudge did pick up the flag, dropped it, and is now sitting in the flag room right now. So they're going to lose mid even harder without their boomkin.
Waka Flocka has to remember how they got ahead in this game. It was not in midfield. They got ahead in this game by the objective play when their team lost mid at the start and they sent both their Hunters and Rogue on D. They were able to get the FC out of a miracle event into their GY and up onto roof and get that first cap. If they forget that in this game, this could be an easy, quick 3-1 for Darkxd because that was an easy snowball cap off of what was a miracle cap almost for Waka.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this next pick is going to go. It doesn't look like Gankrixer is spending too much time on defense. He wants to help his team get some control in mid. He's probably going to look for an opener here. But Waka Flocka already getting rotted. It's just so hard for them to contest anything. There's 10 minutes left in the game. They've got the opportunity to bring it back, but they're going to need to have the right sort of mindset here. They're going to need to play very objectively. And so far, they've got the right idea, but it's just not working out. They need to play a little bit more cleanly.
The troubling thing here, it's going to be so difficult for Waka Flocka to push out because seriously, every single team fight where they have both boomkins in the affliction lot, you're not going to be able to dispel. You're going to have a hard time getting pick. Original getting the flag right now, and he realizes that there's no Hunter and boomkin here to contest. This is good for his team to pick up some time, but
they might find
Mice
out
is
the
here as
warrior
well too to help him. Waka Flocka's got to remember how they got their cap. If they try to take team fights, they're going to lose this game. The affliction lock, I believe, is probably the sleeper class coming into this season. It is so good if you run a dot cleave. It's insanely overpowered because it forces the other team to really get diminished on the team fights. Original breaking off into the team. It looks like he's going to try to push this, actually make it to the back of his team, but Waka Flocka is getting wiped. He turns around, debating on turning around, but they're actually going to go for it as they're continuing to get wiped. I wonder if they'll end up going back up their ramp, and they're doing just that. The displacer comes out. They want no part of this. Both Hunters and Original immediately going up the ramp. Worgen Speed coming out. Hunters and Boomkins breaking after these guys from Waka Flocka going up the ramp. And a lot of Darkxd's team is committing to this. Is it too early for the split, though, Muskie? Because they're sending a lot to go contest this.
I think it's a great adaptation because they do have that double Hunter. If they are able to send it out, you know, they can make it happen here. They've been good at, you know, capitalizing on killing that FC right away before he can get to his team. But you're right, it might be too early. Hamform is now pulling himself out of mid, and all of Waka Flocka is starting to creep across.
Nick got cut off for whatever reason. He had to regroup with his team, so it's actually a Hunter and the FC on the top of GY area right now. Envious coming over, Fence doing some damage into Mice, but he's got some off heals. Will it be enough? Mice at 167 health goes down. He has to commit GY, and the team's going to be here. He has his displacer available, but no Worgen Sprint. The damage coming in from the Priest. BM Slow's coming out here. Here's going to be his displacer right into Waka Flocka.
Oh!
Charge rate. Nick with the repick, getting the flag. He's just trying to run. The Warrior might not be able to have enough uptime here if they can just get Nick out for the disengage. He's just kiting right now in the back of his team. Fathom goes down for Darkxd main team. Their BM Monk. Huge silence. The disengage comes out, but there's a reconk off of that, so that's Nick's way out of slows. Can they keep away with slows on him? Freeband X goes down too, though, losing both of their front line. This is probably a missed look here for Darkxd. They continue to push, but how much farther can they go? BM down, Boomkin down, Hunter down, Warrior down. It looks like with the repick from Nick, they got away with their lives. And the pass to Original, well played.
Those spicy right clicks keeping Waka Flocka in the game here. 7.5 minutes left. Gankrixer heads over to the other side of the map, trying to find Hamform, who's sat on top of his GY right now. There looks like to be a regroup coming from Darkxd main team, but like you said, these guys need to remember how they won the last cap, and this is exactly what they're doing. They're pulling back, they're going to go head up towards their tunnel and set up that gauntlet. However, this time around, like we were saying, the great adaptation from Darkxd, they've got the flag on their Boomkin right now, coming up on 5 stacks, 6 stacks in a second. And it looks like they're going to commit to trying to break that gauntlet one more time.
This is an interesting situation, though, Muskie, because understand as well, Darkxd got the last cap now. They do have the last cap advantage at this point. So Waka's going to have to play it a little bit differently, almost to like bait them to commit in. Skeezin instantly going down. And that's with one of their boomkins holding the flag as well, too, at low stacks. It just hit 6, so actually that's understandable. Ryan getting trained right now. The Priest just pumping out as much heals as possible. The Warrior, 600 health, barely getting top. Nudge now getting swapped over. One of the Hunters breaking off into the tunnel area, trying to contest here. Both Hunters look like they're going to actually go break here, going up the tunnel right now. They have Nick in tunnel. He's at 700 health. Is it going to be enough? It looks like they're going to be able to take him down. Hamform getting sapped in the back, but it's just Gankerix, so there's no other real pressure. Mice backsiding, but not really in danger of being a kill. Original has moved to the top of GY at 7 stacks. So having their 2 Hunters backside is reasonable pressure, but I don't know what it's actually going to force Original to do here. But they actually have the Boomkin as well, too. So 2 Hunters disengaging in on Original, and the Boomkin Star Search coming out. He does go down. The flag is up for grabs. RyanXD gets the pick. A bubble coming out on him. He's trying to heal himself, but it's just not enough. He's a Priest. Hamform with this pick in his team.
Hamform's on sap TR, I'm pretty sure, as well. It might be coming up any second now, but Gankrixer's there. Mice is in front. But look at the entire team of Darkxd in the right position. Gankrixer looking for the sap, trying to find it. Is he going to be able to get it? Crucially, he needs to, and it doesn't look like he will.
Looks like he's going to move up tunnel here. So it's going to be interesting to see how Darkxd handles this transition, because right now they have a lot of people, 2 Shamans, a BM, and the Priest in tunnel. So they're pretty much sacrificing mid here to get this cap. Watch for Waka Flocka to try to get field positioning here and maybe snowball a next cap. Do something like Darkxd did to them. Try to get a quick cap here quick. They're down the cap advantage right now. They should just let them cap it. There's no point. And they do just that. And I think this is the best situation for Waka Flocka at this point. They let them get the cap. They have field position on their tunnel. They're not grouped. If they can get a few kills here, maybe they split them from having their full team up. They do get 1 kill right away. So they have a few members down from Darkxd main team, which having their full team is crucial for them. Original getting this pick. He looks like he's going to elect to come out ramp right now. But Waka Flocka's got to find a way to hold for about 20 seconds here to get Original out ramp. And that's about the timer we're going to see. And you can already see Darkxd with the double boomkin causing so much pressure in mid. In the Affliction Lock, they can't really take off the Dispels. Envious and L Cancelled are trying to break over to the ramp. Original's coming down right now, but I don't know if they stalled the Hunters from Darkxd long enough. Original coming into mid. If they don't catch him, this is a missed opportunity here. 600 health, he's going in bare. He can't get anything. AGM coming out. The shield coming out. A Penance going into him. It's going to be so close. Nick on top of him. Doesn't he have sack available? The Silence coming out. He's at 1.5k health, and he's going so low. Coming into travel form to try to get away, but Fathom with the return. Oh, that is just too bad for Waka there. That was the transition they needed. They could not. The big thing there is that they let the Hunters from Darkxd main team go over and contest Original with no pressure. There's no dot pressure outside of 1 root from the Boomkin. And it really just... It allowed the Hunters to get the early start on him there, and it's tough. 4 minutes to go now, and Darkxd has tunnel control.
Yeah, it's now or never for Waka Flocka. They need to somehow get in a position to be able to get a quick cap, and there's not enough time for it to be a stack issue. I think if they gave the flag over to L Cancel, that'd be probably the safest thing right now, but they're committing him to be a defense, a nuisance to Original and Gankrixer, who is out right now, but they're not able to find a kill on the Hunter, so he's just going to get hit and hit and hit. Original's got his Displacer up, and he does use it, and Gankrixer gets a re-stealth, goes for the opening on L Cancelled. You should be able to get him with some throws. The necklace comes out. He might be okay if there's no LE Force procs. Yeah, he should be okay unless he dies to that poison damage. Original not committing to get the flag yet, though, and Hamform Legends already at tunnel.
Now, one thing to watch here. Watch what happens here. This is crucial. 3 minutes left. Darkxd's losing mid. Does Original have him beat? It's going to be really close. It looks like Hamform's no boots up. It's going to be close. There's the Displacer from Original. Looks like Worgen speed as well, too. He's got Hamform beat here. It's going to be so close, though. I don't think the Displacer is available. He does get the pick. He's trying to go out tunnel right now, but he runs right into the Boomkin, so he goes the wrong way at first. He's trying to go out this ramp here. They are going to get the click. Is it going to be enough for the cap? I think so.
Wow.
And there you have it, folks. A 3-1 win for Darkxd main team. And Just look at the killing blows coming out here. We got free bands, 15 killing blows. Swag X, Boomkin coming out 12. Fathom, 12 killing blows. L canceled, 8 killing blows. That is an insane amount of deaths, and the damage as well is also reflective